everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Kim. And today I am going to be in conversation with Lisa Watts-Smith.
Hi.
Lisa, we are in her gorgeous office, which I just love. I may stay here forever. Lisa, let me introduce you to Lisa, the modern day shaman. What, you may ask? Let's talk a little bit about shamanism and now in conversation. So tell me, Lisa, let's talk about what shamans were.
Shamans were about 20,000 years ago. They were the medicine people. They were the people that you would go to if you were sick, if you were having spiritual crisis, if something was going on in your family, if your family was being haunted, something that everybody would go to rather than the doctor, because there was no doctor. So the shamans were the doctors of the time period. And so what's happened over many, many years and centuries is shamans have kept coming over time and teaching other shamans how to do the work in the world. And I was taught by a Peruvian shaman, Alberto Violdo, how to work with energies to release sickness, spiritual crisis, things that just aren't going right for you. I will work with people to release those energies so that they can function better in their lives. So a modern day shaman not only works with people where they're at, they can also go in and work with past generational issues and things like that. So it's somebody who travels between the world. So we've got the lower world, the middle world, which we're in right now, and then the upper world. And it's working in those different dimensions without space and time as how to get to the root cause of what's going on with someone's body.
Okay, so I feel like we need like several hours to figure this out. Because, so would a shaman be sort of like a medicine man?
Medicine man, medicine woman,
which you hear in Indian cultures.
In Indian cultures,
right?
Peruvian cultures, African cultures. So each culture has its own technique and tools and medicine bundles, let's say, that they work with in order to do the healing that they do.
So is there a resurgence of this now? Are in people getting fed up with traditional medicine?
Yes.
And because it's not healing, it's just putting Band-Aids on? That's kind of been my experience
Absolutely.
a little bit.
Absolutely.
And that you want to go deeper to the root cause of an illness or right?
Right.
Like that?
Think about disease.
Right. Disease.
So what you would do is the shaman would go in and look at where the root problem was started and help you to release the energy around that so that you can heal. Sometimes it goes deeper than that. Sometimes it could be an entity. Sometimes it could be, a sickness. Sometimes it can be a digestive issue. Whatever the issue is, the shaman is able to go in and look at it, see it, and work with it to remove it from the body, remove it from the soul, remove it from that place so that you can function differently. And then once something is removed, the shaman actually puts the energy, puts a higher consciousness of energy back into your body, so that you function better.
So can anyone learn to be a shaman, or is it something you're called to do? And I know that's a really vast, big question, but it sounds like it could be similar to someone who is a medium or a psychic or an intuitive. It's a gift that
it's
you
definitely
have.
A gift.
But you said you learned your shaman skills.
I did learn my shaman skills. So I was called to do this. I did not think I would become a shaman. That was never my...
Really?
That was never
my...
You
didn't go to school to be a shaman? I was an English major. I was a shaman major.
Yeah. Well, no, I was called to do it through my dreams. And and I didn't really... So I listened to the call after months of what was happening and seeing how I was going to work with people in my dreams. And one of my teachers who I'd met along the way, he actually has a school that teaches you, the light body school, that teaches you to go into the energy field, remove the block so that things don't operate on the same level anymore. So I ended up going and traveling to Peru and the Amazon and all over the country learning how to do this medicine for about 3 years.
So how long has it been since you had the dream to become a shaman?
That happened in 2009. At the very beginning of 2009, everything went down, and so my life completely changed. And it's been a process. It's definitely been a process, and the more that I work with people, the stronger the energy gets. And I've been really, my practice is built up a lot right now, and so I feel like the energy is coming in really, really strong, and it's able to help people, and the response and the feedback I've been getting from people has been super positive. People feeling better, incredibly better.
Well, I love that. I mean, you feel better just by being in your presence, so that's really awesome.
Thank you.
So I think most people have heard of Reiki, and they're
Yes.
familiar with that modality. Is
Okay.
it similar in a way, or no?
No.
Okay. All right.
I
No,
mean-
I just wanted to know.
Okay, it could be.
Uh-huh.
It could be. But if you're coming for a Reiki session, I'm not the person you come to
Uh-huh.
because I'm going to go a lot deeper than you would
Okay.
go in Reiki. Reiki, you're working with the energy and bringing the light in and all that.
Uh-huh.
But you're not necessarily going to the underbelly and the root cause and really getting at it, seeing what it is, working with it to remove those blocks. So my favorite way of describing how this works, if you think of like a computer screen, you've got
Okay.
all your icons on the computer screen, right?
Got it.
So my job as a shaman is, if you click on a folder, then all these different programs are in, right?
Right.
My job is to remove the folder off the screen completely so that you don't respond at all anymore
Okay.
in the same way.
Okay.
So that's what happens when you come in for a session. And I think you have experienced, I've never worked with you one-on-one,
Right.
but
No.
we have worked together in group circle
Right, right.
for the last couple of years.
Yes.
So I run a lot of, and facilitate a lot of circles.
Right.
And what was your experience with that?
Yeah, I did a fire circle, and that was really cool. I didn't know what to expect, or that I've done it a couple of times. And the first time I didn't feel, well, it's not like you feel, I hate to say, it's not like you're going to hurt or,
Right.
but it's a releasing. I guess that's what I felt.
Right.
It's sort of a releasing of energy, and you sort of, there are different fires. It's really hard to explain to someone, people out there. It's really hard to explain without experiencing it.
Mhm.
But I think it's a really opening experience, and I think you just have to be open to whatever's going to come. And
Absolutely.
it's enlightening, is what it is. You sort of it's like meditating.
Right.
It's like meditating, only much deeper,
Mhm.
right? I mean, that's
A lot
kind of my
deeper.
sense.
Well,
of it.
if that's your sense, that's your sense.
Right, and I see it's different for everybody.
Right.
So if someone were to come in to you as an individual, what could they expect to experience upon leaving? Would they feel a difference? Would they feel, sometimes I know it takes a while too.
Sometimes people feel a difference immediately. Sometimes it takes a few days till after the session where they actually see a big difference in their lives. Like their lives start to shift a little bit.
Got it.
Sometimes people feel things when they're on my table right here, and it's, if you've never done anything like this, it could be a little uncomfortable at first because you feel your body tingling because you're feeling the release of energy happening through your body, and it's a little scary, right, for some people who've never done this before, right? So it's a little, what's happening? But it's a way of releasing energy. So everybody feels totally different, and I get totally different response because we're also individual, right?
Right, and I love that. I love that. In a doctor's office, you are treated like that person who's treated like that person who's treated like that person. So, anyway, I think we need to wrap up now,
great.
But I am going to flash your website up, and I would love for people to go there. I would love for all of you to check out our website. There's another video on our website which explains it in a little bit more depth, but I was just fascinated by the fact that there is a modern day shaman.
Thank you.
And I love it. So thanks for taking time to be in conversation with me.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Thank you, and I hope you all check out Lisa Watt Smith.
Thank you.
Thanks. Until next time.
Until
Bye.
next time.